In this video, we're going to explore three different methods for saving standardized values, or z-scores, from a variable. I'm using the big class dataset available in the sample data directory. The first method uses analyze distribution. I'm going to select two columns here, height and weight, and I'm going to cast them into the y roles. I'm going to hit OK, and Jump will produce the distribution plot, the histograms, for each of these variables. I'm going to hold down the Command key to propagate a command between each of these variables. If you're on the PC, you can hold down Control. I'm going to select the red triangle next to height, scroll to Save, and save Standardized, which will, for both of these variables, save the standardized version of the locations of the points in the distribution. Another method for storing standardized values involves the creation of a formula. I'm going to make a new column by double-clicking in the space. I'm going to right-click on the column and select Formula. The formula editor lets me set up a formula to perform on values in any other column. I'm using, in this example, height to form a standardized value. We can lay out the formula for the z-score directly in the formula editor. Recall that the z-score formula is simply the actual value a variable has minus the mean of that variable. To perform a mean, we're going to use a statistical function under Statistical, column mean. Height should be subtracted from the column mean for height, and this entire value, by selecting the outside brackets, should be divided by the standard deviation of that column. Again, we'll use Statistical, column standard deviation, and designate the standard deviation of height. When I click Apply, these values will be calculated dynamically, which means that this height variable, this standardized version, will actually change if I change a value here. I'll change this value to 60, and notice that the standardized version of height using a formula will change. A final method for storing the standardized version of a variable involves the formula editor again, but using directly a function that stores the standardized value. I'll use again the statistical section and select column standardized and request for the variable height once again. Hitting Apply changes nothing in this variable since the column standardized function actually performs the operations we set up manually.